We got about 30 seconds. I think if Margaret's ready, we're probably good.
I'm ready when you're ready.
Will the Budget and Finance Committee please come to order? We have 3 ordinances to consider, but first is Mr. Sampson's financial report.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We're going to go over these reports real quick. These are the first month summary. There's not been just a whole lot in here. County General Fund 1,000, $4,139,427.15. County Road Fund 2,000, $863,063.70. County Road Sales Tax Fund 3402, $4,010,652.73. Animal Welfare and Control Fund 3404, $1,404,724.09. Criminal Justice Tax 3407 is $1,852,958.31. The second sheet you normally have with the chart, there's nothing to show on that chart because there's not 2 data points to show a line, so there's not even a dot that shows up. So we've skipped it for this month, and we'll go on to the sales tax. Sales tax revenue for January was $1,071,054.77. That is 24.42% higher than January of 2021. On page 4, it's 9% of our projected $11,600,000 for the year on sales tax. And the last page, you can really see that that 3-month moving average continues to stay largely above the 1-year moving average.
For 1 month in, are you ready to adjust your projection?
No. Let's not do that yet. As we talked about before, that's really all these other numbers on here are just in line with everything else we're looking at. We feel really good where we are. That number, the sales tax number, is a big number. I wish I had my phone here to see the text, but I believe Craighead County was up 21 or 22% on sales tax, and Washington County was up 20%. Our numbers right there in line with theirs. Those are the 2 counties I mostly bounce sales tax off of. If I'm pretty much in line with them, I'm not concerned. Why 20% up? We don't really have that answer right now. We're going to have a traders meeting later this month, and we'll discuss some of that with traders throughout the state. Maybe hopefully talk to somebody at DFNA that has an idea. I don't have an idea right now. I do know that we cannot continue these numbers like we were up to 16 or 17% the whole year last year, starting out 24% this year. We can't consistently do those numbers at that rate.
It's like Wall Street, it comes down.
It's going to come back at some point. And as you see, we did 11.9 last year, 11.8 in sales tax last year, 11.913, and I've only projected 11.6 for this year. Just don't want to miss, and we may end up missing it on the good side, but I'd rather miss on that side than the bad side. So, yeah, like I said, that's the only number that really jumps off the page at me, and we're going to kind of keep an eye on it. But everything else looks good. And if there are any other questions you have on this or anything else, I'll sure enough answer them best I can.
Part of that,
Any questions from the committee?
part of that jump, I guess, just be kind of the overall inflation.
I know inflation's part of it. It's not 24% part of it. Right. You know what I mean? And we've been saying that as the months go. The numbers that I keep hearing are of an inflation area, and I don't know when the start date, end date is. I've heard anywhere from 5 to 7%. It was starting out at 5.9, and it was at 6 something. Last I've kind of seen is closer to 7. They're saying that inflation is going to kind of start slowing up a little bit, but we haven't really seen that yet. That's just a forward projection. So, you have a lot of ideas out there, but nobody, until the data is actually in, we don't know what's actually happening. And so, it takes the Department of Labor puts that stuff together, and a lot of times it's lagging pretty good, 6 to 9 months or more. So,
I mean, even with 7% inflation rate, that's still.
Yeah. Like I said, it kicks some of it, but it's definitely not kicking a lot of it. Now, some of the things that we're going to see on the things that were passed last month is if these new companies have been going and spending this money on this new capital improvement, we're gonna see these large jumps, okay? And then they may not get, asked for the, we collect this stuff 2 months behind when it's actually collected, right? If it comes back to us. They may not, for 6 months, may not ask for that rebate. And so we may see some negative stuff on the backside of that, okay? So let's just take this all right now and say, hey, it's awesome that we've got it, but not plan on more of it. Yeah, for lack of a better term, yes.
Anything further for Mr. Sampson? Mr. Sampson, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
We have, first item is proposed ordinance 22-05. I need a motion to put this on the table for consideration. So moved. Second. Are there any questions, comments for proposed ordinance 22-05? If not, all members of the committee are in favor of advancing 2205 to the full court, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Good. 2205 goes to the full court. Next is ordinance 22-06.
I make a motion that we put ordinance 2206 on the table.
Are there any questions or comments?
Mr. Chair, I'll just make a comment on this one. This is funding through the CARES Act that we approved last year, and for the reserve radios. They ordered those radios, they did receive them, and the documentation that came in, actually, when they tried to submit it in for the receipt, actually said quote on it. So they had to reach back out to the provider and get a quote, and that quote came in after the year, and so we're having to reappropriate the same money so that we can pay this invoice.
Questions or comments? All in favor of advancing ordinance 22-06 to the full court, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 2206 goes to the full court. Now, we have, next is proposed ordinance 2207.
Make a motion that we put 2207 on the table.
Are there questions or comments about $110? If there are no questions or comments, then please indicate by saying aye to forward this to the full court for its consideration.
Aye.
Opposed? 2207 goes to the full court. Is there anything further that come before the committee?
Make a motion we adjourn.
Second, we're adjourned for the basketball game.